Welcome back everybody to the GTA Vice City Ultimate 100%. This is episode 9, and in today's episode we are going to complete almost all of the rampages in Vice City. So we are pretty much we are pretty close to being done with the master save. So in a few episodes we'll be moving on to the actual missions. So I guess that will be fun. Only a few minor tasks left for us to do. One of the bigger tasks is completing the rampages. So we're going to start in downtown as we were at Hyman Condo. So yeah, let's begin with this rampage close to the Hyman Memorial Stadium. It involves a flamethrower. And yeah, we've seen as to rampages themselves, we've seen some rampages already. I mean, their uses for different tricks, like in the episode 2 where we got the vehicles out of the stadium. And actually there will be a lot of uses in the regular missions of the game. So to do those tricks we are actually going to leave one of the rampages up and not finish it. So out of 35 rampages we're going to complete 34. So yeah, you have to kill a certain amount of gang members, using a certain weapon for each of the rampage, and you have 2 minutes to do so. And yeah, the first one was really easy, and actually the first two are really easy. The flamethrower one is especially easy if you have fire immunity from the fire truck. And yeah, just jump around until you find some groups of guys and you should be fine. Another general trick, maybe not trick, but an advice I can give you guys for preparing for the rampages is completing Pizza Boy and Vigilante. That's for sure. That extra 100 HP will come in useful, and you'll see about that in some harder rampages. The second one, which we are completing right now, is just a minigun rampage, and yeah, it's very easy, I would say, because you can shred through them as you wish using the minigun. And yeah, another tip I can give you guys for rampages is sometimes the paramedics will come to your rampage scene, let's say, and it's actually better not to kill them and let them revive the gang members, because when they get revived and you kill them again, it counts as if you killed another person, so that's useful, I guess. And yeah, I cannot think of anything more that isn't connected to a specific rampage. So I'll be just giving you guys tips for all of them as we go along. So the third one is actually the first one that may be troubling, let's say, because the Prone Island bridge is locked. No traffic or pedestrians will spawn on this road ammunition to Prawn Island. So you actually have to get to this place so they can spawn. And having the fire immunity is also a nice bonus. And right on top of the stairs there is yet another rampage. This one is the revolver one. Oh yeah, I can remember now. There is another trick you can do with all kinds of weapons. You can cancel the animation of reloading by using crouch or jump. So jump is, I would say, is the more useful one, because you can like run away from these guys, and it should be easier that way. So yeah, that's 4 rampages done, and next one is a familiar rampage, because it's the rampage we used to teleport the vehicles from the stadium to a garage. So if you don't remember, this rampage requires us to waste gang members using drive-by. So I would recommend to use a motorbike for this one, mainly because you can just shoot forwards, and that is easier, I guess. It may be also potentially easy to get knocked off, but if you're careful of your surroundings, it should be okay. And yeah, this video may be a bit long, but bear with me. Just you can just skip ahead if you wanna see a specific rampage being done. But yeah, this first few are pretty easy. This in the downtown. Another thing to mention: you cannot pick up any weapons and I believe any armor or health during the rampages. At least I'm pretty sure. I know you cannot pick weapons and money while you're in the rampage, and I'm pretty sure that's the same case for armor and health. So be sure to get prepared for these rampages. This final rampage in this segment, it's also pretty easy because we get one of the best weapons here in the game. It's the M60 rifle, which pretty much kills everyone in one hit. And yeah, as you can see, I let the paramedics revive them, so I can kill them again. And yeah, 6 rampages done. We're just going to pick up this armor and safe at the Scummel Shack, and then we'll move on to the next bit. So for the second segment, we're going to head to Starfish Island. There is actually one rampage on this island, and it involves cars. This time we won't be drive-bying them, but running them over. So I would recommend you get this cheetah or the infernus parked at the mansion and head to this location. Close to the rampage, you are provided with admiral, as you can see, but the admiral may make this mission difficult. So I would recommend getting the cheetah. It's fast, it's handling really good, and yeah, it should get the work done. So just go on the sidewalk and go in loops as I am doing. So they should spawn in front of you and just keep running them over. And that's pretty much it. I'll skip ahead and I'll see you at the next rampage. So, back to the mainland Vice City. We get to Little Havana on top of the hospital. There's a rampage involving a sniper rifle. It's also pretty easy, they cannot harm you. And yeah, just 20 gang members to finish that. One thing I think is true, if they are like following each other, I think if you start from the last person, like the last that's following them, last in the, I don't know, queue or something like that, I don't know how to say it, they shouldn't start to run away, so that can be a trick used to do this rampage easier. But yeah, moving on to the arguably the hardest rampage in the game. It may seem easy looking at the number of kills, only 10, but it's actually very easy to get yourself killed if you are not careful enough. The thing is, if you attack a group of 4 or more, it's very easy to get encircled and just die. So I would recommend you to look for the guys in a car like that and try to kill them if it's possible, or focus on groups of 3 if it's possible. You can see me, I'm pretty desperate here. 1 minute left, so I figured I could go for a group of 5 and it almost gets me killed. You see how fast I went from almost full armor to not even like half a health or something like that. But yeah, I managed to do it. And before we head to the next rampage, I figured I get some body armor just to be safe. And yeah, another thing is regarding all of the rampages, try to minimize your victims to the gang members only. that way you minimize the wanted level, which can get can be a pain in, let's say, well, it's not useful to have the wanted level, that's for sure. So be careful not to shoot the civilians or especially cops, and you should be fine. This rampage is, I would say, another easy one, mainly because you can just like shoot at them and run back. So just like kite them, and you should be good to go. Yeah. 8 to go, so I guess I'll skip to the next rampage. Going through this alley and to the back of this building, close to the let's say this harbor or something like that, you can find the next rampage, which is also pretty easy, and it involves fast, well, shotgun, which, as you can see, shreds through all of these guys. If you didn't know, if you don't have full health, you can enter an ambulance, and that should replenish some of this health. And yeah, if you're really not careful about your wanted level, if you get four stars, the SWAT team will come to the will come to get you, and you can enter the enforcer to get full body armor replenished. But yeah, I guess that's good info for the game as a whole. Yeah, and just 2 more to go. Oh yeah, I guess we'll see what we saw there is, if you manage to kill some guys with an explosion, it still counts as a kill, so I guess that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, we move to Real Havana, and in this basketball court we can find another shotgun rampage. This one is a regular shotgun, and for this weapon I can give you a tip to shoot faster, and it involves timing the crouch button so that you can actually shoot faster. If you compare it to the regular speed, it's significantly faster, and the damage output on this gun isn't the best. As you can see, it takes two shots to kill them. So if you are not like really close, yeah, you should shoot twice at everyone. And yeah, so I guess I'll move to the next one, as we are already done. So see you at the next rampage. Climbing these stairs, we can make our ways to another rampage. This one involves an assault rifle, in this case Kruger. It's a bit I don't know, Its rate of fire is a bit lower, but the damage output is still very good, so you shouldn't have any problems with this rampage. And because you're on top of the rooftop, the police or the gang members shouldn't be able to get to you. Yeah. I guess I'll move on to the next one and skip ahead a bit. Close to the military base of Fort Baxter, we can find another minigun rampage, and in this one I would actually recommend you to wreak as much havoc as you can, because this time you don't have to kill gang members, but instead you have to destroy vehicles. And if you can get police to spawn, that means more vehicles are sure to spawn, so I guess do as much as you can. And yeah, 15 vehicles shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's pretty much it, so I'll skip to the next rampage. So on top of the terminal of the airport, you can find another rampage. This time is also involving vehicles, but it's rocket launcher this time. And same rule applies as for the previous rampage. If you can wreak a lot of havoc, the police will spawn, and that makes the rampage easier. But yeah, as always, it shouldn't be much of a problem. And yeah, here we go. Another one of the rampages is actually located inside the terminal, so it means you have to go through the metal detector and leave all of your weapons outside of the terminal. So make sure you don't pick up any weapons on the inside, because it will replace a weapon from that slot on the outside. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And this one is another SPAS 12. Yeah, just jump around the airport until you find some groups of Cubans in my case. And yeah. Oh, let's see, can I pick up health? Oh, I actually can pick up health, so don't mind that thing I said earlier, that you cannot pick up health or armor on rampages. You actually can. So yeah. I guess I have nothing else to say about this rampage, and I'll see you at the next one. Close to the hotel in Viceport, you can find a rampage involving grenades. Okay, that was strange. Anyways, just drop the grenades into the group and jump away from the explosion, and you should be fine. If you get lucky like me, you can get a large group, like the first one, and yeah. And you can try to throw from from a distance, but I would recommend you just walk up to the group and throw under their feet the grenade. So yeah, I'll see you at the next rampage. Another rampage involving vehicles and rocket launchers, very similar to the one at the airport terminal. And actually, there's a trick for you to get easy explosions. If you're far enough from that truck that spawns there, you can actually move the camera away from that point and make it respawn, so that makes it definitely easier to complete this mission. I'm not very good at that, but you can just try to make it right, to do it the right way. But yeah, I guess this mission may cause some problems, so if you're not good with the trick involving the how's it called, the truck that spawns there, you can always kill some guys and make the police appear, and that'll send you some police cars to destroy it and make this rampage easier. But yeah, I think we're about halfway done. We're definitely done with I mean, I'm pretty sure we're done with all the rampages on this side of the map. Yeah, I guess I'll skip ahead a bit until we get to the next rampage. So yeah, we were in fact done with all the rampages on mainland Vice City and also the one located on Starfish Island. And now we'll move to the location of the map that is, let's say, a bit forgotten. There was a hidden package on this, I don't know, house on the water, let's say. And actually, there is also a rampage here, very similar to the one on the freight ship or the airport terminal. You also have to destroy the vehicles, and I think they intend you to shoot the boats on the sea. But actually, it's easier just to fly to the island and destroy the cars on the road. If you're extra unlucky in vehicle spawns, you can use the underground parking lot close to the marina. But yeah, it's only 10 vehicles, so it shouldn't be too hard to complete. So yeah, I'll just leave you to it and skip ahead to the next rampage. So yeah, next rampage is very close to the hospital in Washington Beach, and it involves M4 assault rifle, so definitely a better rate of fire and I guess an easy rampage. Really nothing I can say about it, so I'll just skip ahead to the next one. Getting up the parking lot in close to the mall in Washington Beach, you can find another shotgun rampage. Just pick it up, jump down to the actual mall and use the similar trick we used before, so you can shoot faster by using crouch. And yeah, remember, if you're not close enough, you use 2 shots, that's for sure. Yeah, also nothing special about this rampage, it should be pretty easy to complete, so I'll see you at the next one. This next rampage may be familiar to you if you watch some speedruns. Sometimes it was used to make some dupes possible in a few runs, but it's actually very easy to do because you only need to kill 20 gang members using a chainsaw, which is like the best melee weapon in the game. Just be sure to run and like use the chainsaw. Don't stand in place, because it's actually the animation makes you vulnerable. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up this body armor and move on to an equally hard, maybe it's another katana rampage, and I assume it's the same difficulty as the one in the Mana. But yeah, just try to find something like this group. And yeah. Actually, I found if you don't try to mash the attack button. Tommy, instead of kicking, should actually slice with the katana, and that deals significantly more damage. So just try to use that instead of the kicking down method. If he does this thrust move, then it's an insta kill. So I guess if you know the technique for this rampage, it shouldn't be too hard. But still, be careful for large groups. That's for sure. And yeah, I don't see any reason to skip ahead, because we are already at the next rampage. And it's close to the parking lot used for Going Crazy. It's another sniper rifle rampage, but this time we actually get the combat variant of the sniper rifle, or at least I like to call it that way, because it actually has 7 rounds in a clip, and that allows you to snipe all the gang members faster. That's for sure. And because you're on the rooftop, you shouldn't be worried about the gang members retaliating or the police getting you. Yeah, we're done with that. And actually, right now, we are in the middle of all of the rampages we're going to do in this episode, I think. Or maybe not. No, sorry. We actually are 24 done, so only 10 rampages left for us to complete. And I didn't mention that at the beginning, but for each rampage you receive a reward. And it basically works like this. You multiply the number of rampages you've done by $50, and that's the reward for the rampage. For example, for the first rampage you get $50, then $100 for 10th rampage you get $500, and so on. And actually, for the final 35th rampage, you you get, I think, $10,000, but we'll see about that very much later in the playthrough, because after all of the missions are done, I think. But yeah, you may notice that I skipped the rampage that is on the way to the lighthouse, and that is actually the rampage that I'm going to leave for the duping and all sorts of other tricks later in the playthrough. So it's going to be there, and close to the actual lighthouse there is a rampage involving running people over, and if you can get your hands on something more off-road, like BF injection or something like that, then I guess that's okay. But really, just make your way from the beach to this like promenade thing, this road I'm on right now, and there should be plenty of spawns, and you should be good to go with this rampage. And yeah, I'm not going to skip ahead, because the next two rampages are very close to the place where we are now, and it's actually behind this hotel, which I forgot how it's called. But yeah, it's pretty close to Malibu and Washington Beach police station. So yeah, just pick it up and run to the pool area. There should be plenty of spawns here, and it's another Spas 12 shotgun rampage, so it shouldn't be too hard. This shotgun, besides being very quick, besides having a great rate of fire, it's also a one-shot kill. So I guess this is without doubt the best shotgun in the whole game. And yeah, we're done with this mission, and on top of the jumping poles to the pool, you can find another sniper rifle rampage, and this one is an even easier variant of the one close to Kong Crazy, because it only requires you to kill 10 gang members, so you should be done with that in no time. And yeah, okay, I guess now I'll just skip ahead a bit until we get to the next rampage, so see you there. In this apartment area, very close to the Starfish Island bridge and this construction site, you can find a rampage involving arguably the best machine gun in the game. Definitely it has the best damage output. Yeah, it's not too hard, not too easy, it's just fine, I guess. And if you utilize your reload, let's say if you cancel the animation on the reload, it should be really easy to do it right. And yeah, we're pretty much done. Just want to go. And yeah, I guess I'll just skip ahead to the next one of the rampages. Next rampage is located in this like loop or cul-de-sac, and it's actually another drive-by mission. Again, I guess the motorbikes are recommended for this one, mainly because you can shoot forward. Yeah, if you're careful about everybody that can try to knock you off, you should be good to go. And yeah, I won't bore you with this rampage anymore. Just skip ahead to the next rampage. Under this bridge that leads you to the country club, you can find another chainsaw rampage, which is also, I would say, trivial given how good the chainsaw is. So yeah, I just started talking about this rampage and we are pretty much done, so I'll make a quick save right now and see you at the next rampage. And the rampage is another M4 rampage. This time you are not on any elevation, so you should be on lookout for any gang members that can attack you or the police. But yeah, besides that, it shouldn't be too hard. Definitely allow the paramedics to do their job and watch out for the police, because I find this rampage to be one of these rampages that attract a lot of police attention, that's for sure. But yeah, I guess I'll skip ahead to the next one. On the second floor of the mall, in the bushes, you can find a rocket launcher rampage, which requires you to kill 30 gang members. This one can get pretty tricky, especially if you have 1 star of wanted level, because the police will run at you and get close to you, and you cannot really deal with them other than blow himself and yourself up. So I guess you need a bit of luck to just not to get the unwanted police attention. But besides that, you should be fine. Just look for large groups of gangsters and you should be good. So yeah, see you at the next rampage. Rampage, also involving drive-by, is located behind this building at the northmost point of the island. And yeah, right now I didn't have access to the motorbike, so any car should do the trick, and as you can see, it's easy to maneuver also, and you have less of a risk of getting busted or being thrown off easily. But I guess it's also harder to know what's going on around you, I guess. But yeah, these drive-by rampages are pretty easy in general, so you shouldn't have much problems with them. Anyways, and since the last rampage is very close, I won't skip ahead, and we'll just take a look at it right now. And it's another using the revolver. This time I didn't get rid of my attention, let's say wanted level, or I should say actually I got my wanted level back up, so I made it harder on me to complete this rampage, but still. All of these rampages in this game are pretty easy, maybe for the exception of the katana ones, which can be actually difficult and can get you killed very fast and unexpectedly. But yeah, I don't have a lot more to tell you guys. I just should mention that there are no special rewards for completing the rampages. You just complete them and that counts towards the 100% completion. But besides that, there's nothing really special. So, as we're killing this guy, this is the end of the rampages, and we'll see the fail states which apply to all of the rampages. That is obviously getting busted or wasted during one, and the one we already saw at in this playthrough. You can fail the rampage by running out of time. And yeah, that's pretty much for this episode. It was kind of a nuisance, but it had to be done. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.